Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician's channel. And today on Tool Talk episode 48, I'm going to continue on with another episode of my Gearwrench tools. Today we're going to be focusing on some of the wrenches that I have, the ratchets that I have, and the extensions that I have. And then my final Gearwrench video will be over a few of the specialty tools. That one will be a little bit shorter because it's only like 3 items. So yeah, but in today's episode, we're going to be going over those items, and I'll tell you a little bit about them, the prices, and then everything will be linked down in the description. So make sure to check those out if you're interested in purchasing any Gearwrench tools. Or if you already have some of these products that I show you and you've used them more than me, because these ones I do keep at my house so they don't get used as much as the ones that I have in my work box. So if you have them and you've used them quite a bit, please leave a comment down below as how well they've been holding up for you and how much you enjoy them, or maybe you don't enjoy them. But please leave a comment of what you guys think, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure to hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and as always, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Thank you guys. Okay guys, so to kick this video off, I'm going to start out with some of the ratcheting wrenches that I have. As you guys know, Gearwrench makes a lot of different styles of wrenches with a lot of different features. And they don't just make ratcheting wrenches, they also have your normal combination wrenches, which I will be purchasing a set because I need some larger wrenches. And as Justin Dow stated in one of his videos, he just purchased part number 81919, I believe. It's a 22-piece metric set, and it goes all the way up to 32. It's a really good set, and that's going to be one of my next purchases. Because just for like 5 single larger wrenches through Gearwrench, it's like $100 for the set, where I can get this 22-piece set with the same wrenches included in it for the same price. So I'm getting a better deal that way, so that's what I'm going to get. But this is the 7-piece metric set. I also have the SAE set, and I'll show you that later, but it's in my box. I didn't want to take both sets out. This set has 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, and 19. So you are missing a couple sizes, but they are, your more commonly used sizes. You do get the ones that you basically need, but I do prefer those sets that include every size. But this set you can actually find at, I believe it was Lowe's, or no, Sears. And normally I think these range from $50 to $100, but I got them on sale at $29, and then with the military discount, I think it was around $26 or so. So it was a pretty damn good deal for both sets. Went ahead and got those. I think these were the sets that my wife bought me for Christmas, and I really like them, especially at the house. These are the only ratcheting wrenches that I have here at the house, and they actually work really great. The thing that I love about them is the flex head feature. They're not locking or reversible. They're just a simple flex head ratcheting design, but they work great. I absolutely love this feature. I actually used one of these in order to get my old motor mounts out of my Camaro, and they worked great because I couldn't get a socket or anything in there to get it out. So it was actually a lifesaver on that. But they are a nice chrome job. You got Gearwrench right there in the middle, the size on both ends of the wrench, and same thing on the back, 19, 19, and Gearwrench in the middle. These wrenches do not have any of the open end features. But keep in mind that they're normal combination wrenches, and a lot of their newer wrenches that they've came out with recently do have a tooth in the front for that anti-slip feature. And they also have 120 XP versions of these, reversible, certain degree offsets, and lots and lots of different wrenches. But this is the set that I went with because I found them for a really good price, and they've been holding up very well. They do have a little Torx head in here, so if these ever do come loose, which mine haven't, you can go ahead and tighten those back up. But like I stated, this set runs around $30 on discount if you find them. Otherwise, they're going to be around $50 to $100, where then you could just probably look into some 120 XPs and stuff like that. So let's move on from here. Okay guys, so here's a set that I picked up a while back. Don't really use deep offsets all that often, but they are handy when you need them. This is just the SAE set. I couldn't get the metric set, or I couldn't find it. This set runs around $35 to $45. Sometimes people are trying to sell them for upwards of $70 to $100. But the sizes include 3/8, 7/16, ½ inch, 9/16, 11/16, 3/4, 13/16, 7/8, and 15/16, my bad, and 1 inch. So you do get a very good variety of deep offset wrenches. These are 30-degree offsets, and they are the long version, so you get quite a bit of reach with these. It's over a foot right there. Let's see. The longest one is approximately 14.5 inches, and the smallest one is 7 3/4 inches long. So they do have some good length to them. Beautiful chrome job on these. And they're printed the exact same way the other wrenches are. The size on both sides, obviously they're different. And then you got Gearwrench in the middle right there. And what do we got here? You also have the part number on each one as well. And it does come in this nice little roll-up case with some straps. Or you can hang it up on the wall with these. And this set, like I stated, runs around $40, and it's a great set to have. But let's move into some of the other wrenches that I have now. Okay guys, so what we have here are the Gearwrench, both metric and SAE flare nut or line wrenches, whichever one you prefer to call them. This metric set, you have sizes 9 and 11, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 16, 18, and 19 and 21. So you have a very wide variety of the metric sizes. I've used them quite a few times, obviously not any of these larger ones. I don't come across much that really needs something this large. Maybe some of you guys that work on bigger vehicles and stuff like that, this would come in handy, but I tend to use the pretty small ones for fuel lines and brake lines and things like that. But as you can see, they do have a bend to them and a nice little offset. They are really strong. I haven't had an issue with them spreading or anything like that. Obviously, you don't want to be using flare nut wrenches in a high torque application like on a normal fastener, but they've worked really well and they don't tend to spread like a lot of the cheaper ones. As far as the SAE set, you have a good variety, but some of them do double up, and I'll mention the sizes right now and you'll see. You got 1/4 and 5/16, 3/8 and 7/16, ½ inch and 9/16, 5/8 and 11/16, and then again 5/8 and 3/4, and then again 3/4 and 7/8. So as you can tell, you have a couple 5/8 and a couple 3/4 on different wrenches, but that can actually be pretty handy, you know. But once again, they're obviously the same design as the other set. They do come in this nice blow molded case that you can just set in your box, and it does hold the wrenches pretty well. They don't tend to go anywhere. It's really nice. I like the cases. They're extremely strong. Nice blow molded one-piece case, and they're pretty damn good. I believe they run, what was it, $45 or $55, but sometimes people are trying to sell them for upwards of $100 as well. So just keep your eye out if you're looking for a good set of flare nut or line wrenches. These have been pretty damn good to me. Okay, so moving on, keep in mind guys, all of these items will be linked in the description below, so if you're interested, go ahead and check that out. Starting off, we have a set of the Gearwrench extensions. What I do like about these is each one does have how long the extension is. Like this is a 12-inch extension. And you got like your, what is this one? A 6-inch, a 3-inch, and a 1-inch extension. These are just the normal extensions, no wobble feature or anything like that. This set of 3/8 drive runs around $25, I believe. And it comes in this nice little blow molded case. And when I actually ordered these are the wobble extensions. The display picture and the description stated that they come in the same case as these. Well, that was when they were made in Taiwan. then they switched over to having their extensions made in China, which doesn't bother me because I mean it's just an extension, and as long as it holds onto the socket, I'm gonna be happy with it. So that part didn't bother me, but the part that bothered me was when they switched to China, they got rid of the blow molded cases, and all you get are the case that they come in. I haven't used these yet because these are going straight to my work box, but I don't want to take them there yet because I'm going to school, and if they get stolen, then they're not going to be replaced. So I'm keeping them in their packaging for now. Like I say, this is the wobble extensions. The 1/4 inch is 81004 Delta November. The 3/8 drive set is 81201 November. And then I have the 1/2 inch drive as well. But before we get into that, I also have some impact grade extensions. This is a 6 inch and a 3 inch. They've held up very well. And then you got your universal wobble impact adapter. I haven't really used that, so we'll see how that holds up after some time. But I can't tell you the prices on these just because they came with a set of impact sockets that I bought. But the part number is 84406 and 84407. But as far as the impact extensions, they've been holding up very well. I can't tell you about these because I haven't used them. I have used the shorter 1/2 inch one, and it works just fine. This is the wobble extension. I'll show you. Got a 1/2 inch socket here, and it holds the socket really tight, no movement there. Push it forward, and you got quite a good amount of movement here. So it's a pretty nice extension. It holds them very well. I did notice when I ordered the 1/2 inch drive set, it's a 3-piece set, but when I received them, there's 2 different designs on the heads here. This is the China made design, so the long extension, which is a 15 inch extension, is the China made one, where it's kind of got this ball head, whereas this has that design. So it's a little bit different. The Taiwan made one does hold the socket a little bit tighter, but I still don't have a problem with the socket like coming off or anything like that, and the wobble feature works just as good as the other ones. Good amount of movement right there for those tight spaces. So that's it as far as my extensions from Gearwrench. I've been extremely happy with them. I mean, it's pretty bad if you mess up an extension. Another reason I haven't opened these yet is because I already have a very wide variety of extensions here in my home box, so I don't really need to open these yet. But let's move into the ratchets now. Alrighty guys, so I just have a couple of the Gearwrench ratchets up here on my desk just because some of the others are going to be too much of a pain in the butt to get out of the box. So I'll take you over there after that and I'll show you those. These are their more basic ratchets. It's not the 120 XPs, these are 84 tooth, these are 72 tooth. These are the Gearwrench Roto ratchets and the Gearwrench 84 tooth locking flex head comfort grip ratchets. As you can tell, the Roto ratchets have the comfort grip as well. The thing that I like about the Gearwrench comfort grips is, somebody mentioned it in one of the comments, I believe on my Instagram page, is they don't like a lot of the comfort grips because of how big they make the comfort grip and how bulky it is. But Gearwrench actually did a pretty damn good job of keeping them pretty slim but still comfortable. Like a comparison would be the Matco comfort grip ratchets. They are extremely nice ratchets, but the handle on them are extremely large. I mean, it's extremely bulky. So I think Gearwrench did a really good job on that, and they did like a flat part down here at the bottom. You can see this. So when you have your hand on there, it feels really good in the hand without being too bulky. The Roto ratchet set, you can get the set of 2 1/4 inch and 3/8 for around $35 to $55. Everything will be linked down in the description. This 3/8 drive, you can buy them individually as well, is 81225, and then the 1/4 inch is 81224. They have a nice chrome job on them. They have this Torx right here, where you can tighten it depending on how you like the stiffness of the Roto head. You can loosen it if you want to move this head really easily, or you can tighten it up like this where it's nice and stiff. One of the reasons I like to have a Roto ratchet is for those quick situations. Granted, with a flex head ratchet, you can get into those awkward situations, but if you're gonna speed ratchet, you still need a good amount of room. You got a big circle there, where the Roto ratchet, you can just go straight, and it's almost like a little nut driver. And it just, you know, real quick, easy, tight spots. So that's where the Roto ratchet really shines, is really tight spots and removing those fasteners. So that is a 72 tooth design on these Roto ratchets. They do come with a comfort grip, and they work extremely well. Then you have the Gearwrench locking flex heads. Like I stated, maybe you can see it, 84 tooth. So it's not the 120 XP. They do have this locking feature right here. A few other brands use this, like Husky, and I think Matco. I know a couple people use this design where Snap-on has their little button on the side here, and then some people have the push button right here. I actually really like this design because I can, you know, lock it and unlock it right here. It's already where I'm used to using the reverse lever on the ratchet, so that's pretty handy. The teeth are nice and strong, not a lot of play in the flex head. They seem to work really good. As you guys know, I love the 120 XP, and I was disappointed that they don't make the 120 XP in this version. You can get a locking flex head, I believe, but it's not the comfort grip, or you can get the 120 XP with the comfort grip, but not the locking, something like that. But I really wanted this combination, and it was only an 84 tooth. And as long as the ratchet's above 72 tooth, I'm pretty damn happy with it. And these have been holding up very well. They also come in this nice plastic blow molded case. I don't think they have the part number on here, but it will be linked down in the description as well. As you can see, it has 9 locking positions, and I really like that. It's, I believe, my first set of actual locking flex head ratchets. So really happy with that. If you're interested, it will be linked down in the description. Let's go over and check out the 120 XPs. Okay guys, so over here we have the SAE set of those ratcheting flex head wrenches through Gearwrench. The sizes you get is 3/8, 7/16, ½ inch, 9/16, 5/8, 11/16, and 3/4. So a good variety of SAE wrenches as well, and these sets, like I stated, run $29 on sale. And then moving back, you have the Gearwrench 120 XP ratchets, and if you guys have watched any of my previous videos, you guys know how much I love these 120 XPs. One of the things that I like about them is how they have the same direction as like the Snap-on or your higher quality ratchets, where, you know, to the left is on and to the right is off. Where I think it's the Pittsburgh ratchets, they flip the direction, so this way is actually off and this way is on. And that can be pretty annoying when you're just used to the ratchets, you know, going the same direction. So I really like that about the Gearwrench ratchets. It's not just the 120 XPs, but I love the way the 120 XPs feel and sound. Great tooth count. It's not a 120 tooth gear. It is a 60 tooth gear with 2 pawls, and each pawl, I believe, has 10 teeth in contact with the gear at all times. So not only do you get that 3-degree 120 position ratchet, but it's also pretty damn strong. You can apply a good amount of torque with these ratchets without having to worry about breaking them. So this set is your solid shaft ratchets. You get a set of 3 for around, I think it's $75 or $85. You get your 1/4 inch, 3/8, and ½ inch in this nice foam molded case. I really like the foam. It holds the ratchets really well, and it keeps my box really organized. You can see all the Gearwrench ratchets do have this pear-shaped head, if that's what you want to call it, and they all have the snap ring here in the center holding this together. I like it just because it's real quick to disassemble. and lubricate. And then you got your 1/2 inch, which yes, it's extremely bulky. This one's not the longest. I'd say it's about 12 inches. Nice 120 tooth or 120 position. I just really like the way that sounds. But moving into this other set, this is the 4-piece set, and it's the semi-locking flex head. It doesn't have the locking feature, but it has like a ball detent down here on the shaft of the ratchet where it meets the teeth of the head, and they actually lock in position pretty damn well. The 84 tooth ratchets had 9 positions. These only have 7 just because the teeth are a little bit larger to keep them in that semi-locked position a little bit better. So with this set, you get obviously your 1/4 inch semi-locking flex head. You get your 3/8, which I just showed you, and an extremely long 1/2 inch. I'm gonna go ahead and measure this for you guys. The 1/2 inch 120 XP semi-locking flex head is 17 inches long. So you can apply a lot of torque with this ratchet right here. Nice fine tooth count, smooth operating, extremely strong, nice chrome job. And besides those 3, you get this stubby 3/8 ratchet. I haven't had the chance to use it yet, but when I come across that situation, I know it's going to be an amazing tool to have. So you got your 3/8 drive here on like the size of a 1/4 inch ratchet. And obviously it's flex head as well. I believe this set runs anywhere from $95 to $120, and it also comes in this nice foam case that holds it really well and keeps everything really organized. And I absolutely love these 120 XPs. If you guys have any questions on anything about any of the tools that I just showed you, please leave a comment down below, and I'd love to help you out, whether you're looking for a part number or a price or anything like that. Everything will be linked down in the description. So alrighty guys, so that's it as far as today's Gearwrench products. I will have another video coming up soon of the rest of my Gearwrench products. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wouldn't necessarily say it was a review, it's more basically just a brief go over of the tools. But if you have any questions about any of them, please leave a comment down below. I'd be happy to respond. I try to respond to all of you guys when you comment on my videos. But something I want to mention real quickly is I just made a Facebook page, so you can either find me through Anthony Kleider, or you can search Tony the Technician or @Tony the Technician on Facebook, and you should be able to find the page. There I will be answering any questions you guys have, whether it's over the 85 Camaro or tools, or if you have any video content ideas, you can always message me there. Also, something that I'm going to try out is I'm going to post a picture of something, and it's going to be a sneak peek into what the video is going to be about the next day. So like yesterday I posted a picture of some Gearwrench tools, and today's video was over the Gearwrench stuff. So tonight I'm going to post a picture, and maybe you guys can guess what the video is going to be about tomorrow. And like I said before, you can message me anything you want, any questions or anything like that. Please go and like and follow and share with friends and family or anybody that you know enjoys this type of content. But moving on, I will have some more content coming soon. I try to record 6 days a week. I might cut it back, to 4 or 5 days once the baby is born, but we'll see. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and as always, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Thank you guys.